If you stay stuck on this they and them mentality, you will continue to perpetuate it. Is that you will continue to strengthen it. And so it won't go away just because you complained about it. The only way for it to go away is if there's a shift. If there's a shift in how you see it, if there's a shift in how you approach it, if there's a shift in how you go about it. If you can believe it, just not long ago, Pastor Rush, I was convinced. I was like, man, you know what? Pastors don't really want to move the needle forward.
Mm.
Because they complain about these problems, but if you give them the solution, they won't do the work.
Right.
And I was convinced. I was like, man, they don't want to be serious. They don't want to really do it. They don't want to really go. And then I started to shift it and I said, no. I said, how can I said, maybe I haven't made it simple enough.
Mhm.
Maybe and you've heard me say this a lot. I said, so, and I would ask you all the time, I would say, man, tell me again why you joined our program. I said, I don't think I do a good job of explaining what we do. What do we, and I was wrestling through that because I had to shift away from saying they are the problem to
Mhm.
saying, what can I do?
Right.
What can we do? Where have I missed the mark? I am not casting the vision clear enough. I am not being clear enough. We are not doing a good job of making it plain what the value is. And that's one of the things that I love from Nehemiah. Nehemiah picks this thing up, and he says, it's me. He takes
Yeah.
ownership.
And I think something you said something to me a couple of years ago, a few years ago, shortly after we started, you said that there was something that was going to that I needed to be aware of and to look for, is that the ministry will evolve, because under my father-in-law's most our church, he's the only pastor that they've had, and he was the founding pastor. And you said watch over time, incrementally, that it's going to almost be like two different congregations, in terms of those that had been there for the longest and those that have come, since I've been pastor. And Rain and I'll talk often about how we can see those dynamics. And so it requires a special skill set and a special grace to be able to navigate that space and to be able to merge those two cultures into a new culture. And well, that's what I've learned. Look, and if I continue to focus on what's wrong, or just highlight who's responsible for whatever was broken, that is going to become the culture, the stagnant, the stale, and even, yes, I'll say it, even toxic culture. That will create a toxic culture that if people do
Do
come,
come
if they
if
come
they
into
come into talk.
toxicity, they will either become toxic, they'll be assimilated in that toxicity, or they will leave. They will not stay. And so we have to make sure that we guard our hearts against blaming and not taking ownership.
Listen, if you as a leader have a blaming mindset, you make it almost impossible for you to cast healthy vision to the people who are going to help you rebuild it. Imagine Nehemiah going into Jerusalem saying, look, man, if y'all would have listened in the first place, this wouldn't have happened. But since y'all done messed this up, you know what I'm saying? Y'all need to do something about it. Here go my suggestion. This is what I think y'all to do because you done screwed this up, brother. Like, imagine Nehemiah trying to cast vision to people that he is simultaneously attacking.
Yeah.
Doesn't work. And so when
Yes.
you step into the I and we, this is one of the things that I practice and I'm continually, reinforcing with our team is that when we talk with a business owner, when we talk with a church, even when I'm talking about their church and their business, I say to them, okay, here is what we're going to do. I don't
Hmm.
say, here's what you need to do. Here's what y'all need to do. Y'all got to do this. I say, no, okay, here's what we're going to do. Is I immediately start talking to them like it's my problem too. Like, I'm a part of this. Like, I'm in this with
Yes.
you. Here's how we are going to get through it. Here's how we are going to take
Yes.
the next. Here's how we. And so that's how we begin to talk about it. Because when Nehemiah goes in, he has to be able to express that I'm in this with y'all.